What's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day today. And in today's video, I want to talk about the rising wedge, man. Today was a day where rising wedges were happening kind of all over the place, and followed by bear flags and more rising wedges. So in today's video, we're going to talk about Tesla and what we identified on this one. All right, so we can see that just a straight big sell-off out of the gates, just coming down. No real pattern to get involved here. Now, if you understand what the rising wedge is, you know that we have a move down followed by a consolidative move upwards into a wedge, and then that wedge price action gets tight, and then we have price that kind of breaks down and moves to the downside. All right, so let's take a look at Tesla and what ended up happening here. So we have that morning sell-off, which is perfectly fine, and then we have the rising wedge takes place right here. Price action gets nice and tight, and then it is followed by the breakdown of that trend, and then it continues to the downside. All right, now we identified this early on in the Discord, and it's a simple matter of being able to study and look at patterns. We knew that we had that aggressive sell-off. You can see it was identified. I put it in the chat at 1050 saying this is coming into resistance, we're coming into pivot, we're coming into moving average. A lot of things were lining up for a further downside move. Now the other thing that really confirmed this is as we were pushing up, I saw a shift in the flow. We were seeing a lot of bearish activity kind of coming in here. You can see all these bearish 428, they're buying 710 puts when price is pushing that 725 area. Okay, so lots of bearish activity starting to pour in here. And if you go to the flow tab and you look at the flow levels, these 700 puts, these 650 puts, these 600 puts, they're getting flooded here. This 700 put has an OI of 4,000, and today there's 33,978 volume that's already been traded on it, right? So you have to pay attention to this. And what happens after that? We come into this rising wedge, that breaks down, and the move really just takes off, hits this prior low of day, which if you took this rising wedge pattern, your first target is going to be at least that low of day. We bounced right here, put in another rising wedge, followed by further downside. See, there's another rising wedge, and your triggers right here as soon as we pop out, close below that, and then it continues to the downside. So great opportunities here. Rising wedges essentially all over the place. We had a similar pattern on Rivian. If you take a look, we have this rising wedge that takes place on Rivian right there and right there, boom, and your trigger entry is right here, and you take advantage of this massive move to the downside, right? Another one we spotted was Amazon. These patterns are essentially just showing up. You have to be able to find these patterns, and once you're able to identify these patterns, you can get involved on these trades, right there, and then boom, to the downside. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys found some knowledge and education in this video. Remember, always look for patterns. Those are going to be your key areas of when you should enter the trade and where you should exit the trade. If you're not able to identify patterns, you're going to have a hard time getting into trades and just anticipating moves in an overall direction of the market. All right, guys, hopefully you found some educational content in this. If you did, go ahead and like and share this with somebody who you think will find value in it. As always, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.